I'm guessing by now you've probably heard about cold plunges and the benefits of cold exposure. With the explosion in popularity in the last few years, a lot of companies have taken advantage and started creating their own, but some of these units can get up to over $15,000. I wanted to try and find a way to build my own for under $1,000. Now for the base, I'm using an 8.8 cubic foot chest freezer. One thing I liked about this particular chest freezer is that it had a nice white coating on the inside, and that's going to save me some time from having to put a paint on there if it was a raw metal. And that's just so I don't have to worry about rust and corrosion over time. Okay, so I had to bring it inside and warm it up. For this first step, we're going to take some silicone and we're just going to go around the perimeter and make sure all the joints on the outside of the freezer are sealed, as well as the drain plug on the bottom. And I think I'm going to do this vertical joint on the wall just in case. Any type of silicone should work. Just want to make sure that it's going to form a watertight seal. I'm not going to recommend any temperatures or durations in this video. I think that that's totally up to you, and just make sure that you're being safe, as there are such thing as cold water blackouts. Now that we have our silicone on all the joints, I'm just gonna run over it with my finger, smooth it out, and make sure that it is fully sealed everywhere. Okay, all our edges are sealed. The silicone takes 24 hours to cure, so we will come back tomorrow and do our leak test. So, since we're only going to be using the cold plunge for a few minutes every day, the rest of the time the water is kind of going to be sitting in there and there's not going to be a lot of movement, which could result in the water getting stale or stagnant, developing bacteria that is going to contaminate the water and make for more maintenance. While I'm assembling my filter, I'd like to take time to talk about some of the health benefits of cold exposure. The three that stand out the most to me are: it has been scientifically proven to help the body and mind deal with stress, increase metabolism, and reduce inflammation throughout the body. I will leave some links in the description for Wim Hof, the Iceman, and Andrew Huberman, a scientist of neurobiology and ophthalmology at Stanford, as they are constantly putting out new information about cold exposure free to the public. Okay, we got our pump and filter assembled now, and it's officially been 24 hours, so we can do our water test for the chest freezer. I just wanted to quickly add here to always be sure to unplug your chest freezer before you get in. Okay, now that we have the tub filled up, it's time to put our submersible pump in and see if it actually works. It looks like it's pumping. So it's been a few hours since I set it up. I installed this Inkbird thermometer. I have it plugged into the cooling side, and the thermometer is just sitting in the water like that. It doesn't affect the gasket enough that I'm concerned about it. I think that that's still going to seal pretty well. Our water is right at 5 degrees. It looks like we passed our leak test. There's a line right here, and it doesn't look like the water has moved at all. So I guess all that's left is to test it. While I'm in here doing my 3 minutes, I figured I could do the cost analysis breakdown. We have the base chest freezer. I got it on a sale for $450. The pump was $62. Braided hose was $30. The 2 male adapters were $1 each. The filter and filter housing were $60. It kept us within our budget of $1,000, and I think it works pretty good. I mean, sure, the chest freezer could be a little bigger, but I actually don't mind that it's not going to take up too much space in the garage. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to put them down below. And if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one.